Welcome back to Beginning Beekeeping in Texas. So here we are at the other apiary. I've had some issues with this one. So it turns out they did not like those queens, and I found them basically being bald. Got them out of the ball and they flew away. So not ideal. So what I did was, this was a couple days ago, this one had already been released, and so I took a frame of brood from that one, which had already making queen cells, so I'm going to add a second deep so they have a little more room. This is the giant swarm that I got, and we're just going to do a real quick check and see if they're making a queen, and give them some food and call it a day. Alright, so here we go. This should be a relatively gentle hive. Oh yeah, lots of bees. Good, good. Maybe maybe my addition of some brood. So you see here we have bees on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. They have not drawn out these other frames yet, so we might just let them calm down a little. Queenless hives are aggressive. Had Mr. Cotton remind me of that. It is true. I did neglect to say that before. They are pissy because they are queenless. That is one of the telltale signs that your hives are queenless, is that all of a sudden they just get really pissy and they roar a lot when you open them. But they are bringing in nectar. This was empty when I put it in, so they've repaired that. This is all new comb. See how white it is and brilliant. Okay, but you see they've calmed down. They're not trying to kill me anymore. This is the hive I expect. I've gotten really lucky so far, and the swarms I've gotten have been calm, which is strange for this area. Okay, so no brood. I mean, I might check for these queens because I've heard that they will come back possibly. So I can always check for them. They are marked, so they will not be hard to find. I really want to check on. I'm here to check on these queen cells, and that should be on one of these other 2 frames. Might be on this one. I did not check my videos before I came. I also use those kind of as my notes. Okay, so they're building queen cells. Oh, there's a queen. What is going on here? Oh, I keep mixing these up. This is the swarm. The big swarm. She has eggs. I love this queen. Hello, queen. She's huge. So I'm confused as to why they're building queen cups then. Let's see if there's anything in these. No. Might just be play cups, but they keep building them, so I don't know if they're superseding. But why? I mean, they just got her. If they keep doing this, I might just let them, and then I'll split her into another So strike that, reverse it. I actually took a frame from this one and put it in the other one because their queen ran off. So if they're making cups and she's laying in them, there's no eggs in there yet. See that? They're actively making cups. She laid everywhere, but they're every single place but there. Ha! She's like, and I got you. I got your number. But if she's laid in a cell, they can make an emergency queen cell out of that. So I'm going to have to definitely keep my eye on this hive, because she might, I mean, I don't know how old she is. I don't know any of her specifics other than they keep trying to replace her. This is now the second frame of brood that has had queen cups on it. I'm going to angle that down a little bit more. Now I'm on the hunt for queen cups, queen cells, because that is not what I want to happen. I mean, it could be because I took a couple frames of brood that they're just like, hey, you're not making brood, you're out. But I hope not. I hope it was not because of my actions, but it could have been. They might just not see her as a producer, because we only got one frame of brood right now. But we're gonna put a big old pollen patty in here, and hopefully they will rev into high gear. So that's drawn out. That's drawn out. Got somebody dinging me in my ear. They started on this? No. So let's do one of these. So this is between two nectar filled. So this is nectar. I do not like tapping, so gotta be a little more careful with my taps. So they should start to draw this out. I just tapped again because, you know, why not? Because I'm in Egypt. Let's see here. See if we can push these together gently. Not kill anybody. So to see this, that's called festooning. So that means they're building comb on that. Yep, they are too. They're building comb right there. So they're starting to draw this out already. So we will let them festoon. Festoon away, ladies. We will replace this. And then we're going to give them a pollen patty. Okay, well, I'm going to give them a full pollen patty because last time they destroyed that pollen patty. I'm not sure if I should super this or not. My gut's telling me not, because they only have they have two frames on each side undrawn, and now this one in the middle. But they said once you get to about 70%, you should add a super, which would be 7 out of 10. So 3, no, that's 4. So they got one more to go. I just want to let her build up some brood. This pollen patty will really help because this is high protein. You can tell by the color. Apparently I was accidentally putting on winter patties last time. I will pick that up just for the sake of speed and Aero Max. We will do this real quick. I know I don't take the paper off. I like them to have to do the least amount of work as possible. Chewing through paper, you know, meh. Who wants to eat paper, really? Alright. Clear them off the top bars. And you layeth as so. Come on, lady. Get out of the way. Alright. So now what I like to do is you just take your fingers, or your hive tool. Where is my hive tool? Over here. And you smush, because they make this really thick. So when you smush, it spreads it out, and it makes it so that they can get to it readily. Increases the surface area so that they can just lap it up. Sometimes I'll take it and I'll cut it in the middle here so they can get to it from all angles, all areas. More smushing. Dirty gloves, but hey, beekeeping's dirty sometimes. Usually most of the time. Alrighty. They are already loving it. All over it. And when you do that, it helps to not incite robbing, because the robbers are going to have to go through the entire hive, all the defenders, to get to the top bars to attack and get those. So I think we're going to let them go. Top cover goes on. Come on. Okay, so here's another problem. Alright. It's kind of smushed in and you can't really see. There's no ventilation. So you want to kind of move it out of the way a little bit so you get some ventilation. Because if it gets too humid in there, that's no bueno. So you see here, it's kind of smushed in and you can't really see. There's no ventilation. So you want to kind of move it out of the way a little bit so you get some ventilation. Because if it gets too humid in there, that's no bueno. Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.